In a small town nestled among rolling hills lived a boy named Ethan. He was, by all accounts, an ordinary boy. He loved playing with his friends, listening to the birds sing, and watching the clouds drift by. This was his world, but there was one part of his world he truly struggled with: studying. No matter how hard he tried, the lessons just wouldn't stick. His classmates would often laugh at his mistakes, which only made him feel worse. Slowly but surely, Ethan's confidence began to fade. One afternoon, long after the final bell had rung, Ethan noticed his philosophy teacher, Mr. Harris, still sitting alone in the quiet classroom. Gathering his courage, Ethan walked up to him slowly. "Sir," he said in a soft voice, "I want to talk to you about something." Mr. Harris looked up with a kind smile. "Come, sit down. What is it?" Ethan paused for a moment, then the words tumbled out. "Sir, I'm really bad at studying. I can't seem to remember anything, and I can't focus. Honestly, I feel hopeless. I was wondering if you could give me some advice." Mr. Harris listened patiently and smiled gently. "You know what, Ethan, you're not the only one. Many students go through the exact same thing. But the most important thing is that you want to improve, and that means you can. I am going to teach you 5 simple but powerful tips that will help you focus better and completely change the way you learn. First lesson, Mr. Harris began. Calm your mind. He took out a glass bottle filled with muddy water and placed it on the desk. "What do you see here?" he asked. "Dirty water, sir," Ethan replied. "Okay," said Mr. Harris. "Now let's just leave it for a bit and watch what happens." They sat in comfortable silence. After about an hour, the dirt had settled to the bottom, leaving the water above it perfectly clear. "What about now?" the teacher asked. Ethan looked surprised. "The water is clear now, sir." "Exactly," Mr. Harris said with a knowing look. "Our mind is just like this water. When it's filled with stress, fear, or too many racing thoughts, we can't think clearly. So, before you start studying, just close your eyes for 5 minutes. Focus only on your breathing. This simple act will calm your mind and prepare you to learn." Second lesson, focus on the present. Mr. Harris then placed a lit candle on the table. "Look at this flame," he instructed, "and try to keep your focus only on it. Don't let your thoughts wander." At first, Ethan found it impossible. His mind jumped from thoughts of his friends to his fears about upcoming exams, everything but the flame. But he kept trying, and slowly, his attention settled, held captive by the gentle dance of the flame. "See," Mr. Harris said softly, "the past is over, and the future hasn't arrived yet. The only thing we truly have is this present moment. So, when you're studying and you feel your mind drifting away, just gently bring it back to the task at hand. Practice this every day, and your focus will strengthen." Third lesson, try to understand, not just memorize. For this, Mr. Harris brought out a sponge and a rock. He poured water on both. The sponge instantly soaked up the water, becoming heavy with it, while the water simply rolled off the smooth surface of the rock. Some students just try to memorize facts and figures, the teacher explained. They are like this rock. The information never truly sinks in. But the students who try to understand, who visualize concepts and learn through examples, they are like the sponge. They truly absorb the knowledge, and it becomes a part of them. So, always strive for understanding, not just memorization. Fourth lesson, break your learning into small parts. Mr. Harris handed Ethan a large, solid block of wood. "Try to break this," he said. Ethan pushed and pulled with all his might, but the block wouldn't budge. Then, the teacher took the block and, with a few quick cuts, sawed it into several smaller, manageable pieces. He handed one to Ethan, who broke it easily. "You see," Mr. Harris said, "you can't learn huge, complex topics all at once. It's overwhelming. Break them into small, bite-sized parts. Study a little each day. Take short breaks, and then study again. This method will keep you from getting bored and will help you learn much more easily and effectively." And the fifth and final lesson, Mr. Harris continued, is to practice regularly. He pointed to 2 small pots on the windowsill. In each, he had planted a seed. He watered one pot every day, but left the other one dry. After a few days, a tiny green sprout had pushed its way through the soil in the first pot, while the second remained barren. If you give just a little bit of time to your studies every single day, you will see growth and results, the teacher explained. But if you study for hours one day and then skip the next 3, it won't help much. Consistency is key. Practice every day, even if it's just for 20 minutes. Over the next few weeks, Ethan diligently followed every tip Mr. Harris had given him. At first, the change wasn't dramatic, but slowly, he started to notice a difference. He could sit and study for longer periods. The topics began to make more sense, and the fear that had once paralyzed him started to dissolve. His grades began to improve, but most importantly, for the first time in a long time, he began to enjoy the process of learning. 5 years later, Ethan is a successful and confident young man. He often looks back and remembers that the most important lessons of his life didn't come from a textbook, but from that one afternoon when his philosophy teacher shared 5 simple ways to change his world forever. And you, too, if you're having trouble with studying, or with anything in life, take that first step forward, just like Ethan did. Keep your mind calm. Focus on the present. Strive to understand and practice regularly. Your small, consistent efforts will one day grow into big, beautiful achievements. Your belief in yourself and your hard work are the most powerful tools you will ever have for your success. If you feel this story could inspire others, please like and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay with us. I'll be back again soon with another inspiring story. Until then, be patient and keep growing.